And we've just been through the spiritual weather report for this week, so make sure that you watch that video also. And you allow yourself to understand the energies this week. We have some really beautiful energies this week, powerful energies this week. We have opposite energies this week, and all of these are coming together into a beautiful opportunity for a spiritual upgrade while you're still re-entering your new reality from the equinox portal now. And we're having a rebirth because of Pluto going direct. So anything that's ended in your life, whether it's a mindset or a person, a relationship, whatever, small or big, you could feel like, excuse me, affirming that, cacao, and allowing yourself to have a relationship with, well, that sense of rebirth, but not being something you're afraid of and not being something you're attached to what it is, okay? Because we're programmed to be disappointed, okay? And we don't want to be disappointed. We want to be in the moment, watching, receiving, and listening. It's a rich moment. And this week, we're going to pull in all these energies. So let me quickly share them with you as you're getting settled in. I want you to be allowing yourself to relax, so lay down or sit, whatever's comfortable for you. I've been teaching and doing meditations, classes, whatever, for a very, very long time. And I find that even in private sessions, the most optimal is when you are relaxed and comfortable. You don't want to start to go deep because you come back at the end of the meditation and you go, oh, I missed it. I left my body. That's exactly what was supposed to happen. That was your optimal experience. Accept it, repeat it, listen to it consciously, take notes, watch for what comes from it. You never have an experience that you miss. And if you're disappointed in the experience, then you block accepting the experience, okay? So what you want to do is remember you're in a rebirth process, but you don't know what you're becoming. You're like the caterpillar. Maybe the caterpillar knows it's going to become a butterfly. I kind of imagine that it doesn't. I imagine that it's fully being the caterpillar like you are. You're just like, I've got my life nailed. I know how to crawl upside down. I know how to eat leaves. I know how to do all these things I can do, right? You've mastered your reality, whether you think so or not. However, what happens? Then the doubt comes up, right? The doubt girl, the doubt voice in your head, and the critical voice, and all this other bullshit that we've been conditioned with. So we have to recognize that we're inside of a computer that's been programmed, and those programs are old. They're not running, they're faulty, they're outdated. We all know what happens with a computer or a phone when it's outdated. So what we want to do is start to allow this rebirth to happen. We're breaking down whether we like to admit it or not. We have to stop hanging on to the metamorphosis breakdown period because the caterpillar turns into goo, but nothing is added and nothing's taken out of that cocoon. It's just the caterpillar. The caterpillar had within it the codes to become the butterfly. Well, that's pretty stunning, and you're the same. You have already the codes of what you're meant to become within you. Stop blocking them. Stop doubting them. Stop resisting them. Right? And allow the rebirth to unfold, not with expectation, not with desperation, not with judgment. Okay? You want to go to 5D, 5D, 5D. It's the big conversation right now, and it cracked me up because I'm teaching this intuition awakening class of how to do body scans, multidimensional body scans, and read the Akashic records through a specific process. And that's the one that you can still join this week. And it's really come through that what we have to acknowledge, or there's enough acknowledgement in the planet right now of the concept of 5D that we need to start using it. Because I don't really use those terms. I didn't really use the word Akashic records much in my life because it didn't make sense to me. I was always in the records. I was accessing them in childhood. I was dancing with fairies and talking to other beings and in a constant world of my own that was vivid and real. And I knew it. And then I became responsible and tried to become what everybody else wanted, right? And it's not anybody's fault. That's the journey we come to planet for. So I was trying to be a people pleaser and be the best at this and be the best at that and make more money and do this and so on and so on and so on into my life. And then at some point, you have a massive breakdown. My business closed at the end of my 20s, and everything I thought and worked for crumbled around me. Now it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. It was a redirect from my soul. I know that when you have a few of these or more, you start to realize, oh, wow, that was your graduation. You're done. You're done with this thought process. You're done with this path. You're done with this relationship. You're done with this thought, whatever it was. And I had to turn and go, what's the weirdest shit that I've never heard of? And I got on a spiritual path, and I was interested in the things that were the most bizarre sounding. Like the concept of reincarnation. I laugh at it now. Like, how could you even have a doubt of that? However, at the time I was completely, versed in Lutheran. I wasn't like a big religious family, but I was raised Lutheran Christian, so I didn't believe in that. And I was like, that sounds too good to be true, right? So the idea of rebirth is really odd to us, because a lot of people are taught that you are reborn into Christ or Jesus or someone else, or you need somebody else to save you. Okay. The masters don't become masters to then turn around and tell you, you have to listen to me. You need me. They're all masters who were just like us, who became enlightened, who understood they were multidimensional, who rose above their fears and their demons in whatever way they did that. And they were reborn. They were resurrected. So right now we're in a literal energy of rebirth, and we're in an energy of love, and we're in an energy of spiritual guidance. All right. So we have rebirth with Pluto, the god of death or the underworld. So we've been having things end, and things are getting ready to be reborn. We have Venus and the sun aligning. The love and the light are coming together. More in the spiritual weather report. I'm just touching on this. You should be relaxing. You could even have your eyes closed at this point. You can just listen and start to allow these energies to enter your field. Be here now. Be a clear and open channel to your highest good. Ask that you are always aligned with what is optimal for you in this moment. Then you will never have a blowout or a spiritual healing crisis or a healing crisis that you can't handle. I'm not telling you you won't have one, but you will know it's a part of the path. We also have Arcturus. This is a very high frequency, beautiful, loving planet and blue energy beings. And we call that the blue spiritual light. That's going to be forming a gateway. The sun is going to bring in golden spiritual sunlight, and they're going to open a gateway. So you can open to that beautiful blue energy. You can open to the light of the sun, or the fire of the sun, or the gold ray of the sun. The sun has a lot of energies to it, right? Bringing codes, bringing light, bringing growth energy to Venus about love, self-love, relationships, loving your job, loving the moment, and it's going to highlight where there's no love. And the moon, we're still in the full moon with the Aries, that strong sacred feminine magic moonlight, and ripe and ready head, crown, eye area, that idea of fiery, headstrong Aries. We're channeling that energy into our upper chakras, into the third eye, the crown, and even into all the senses in the head and part of the throat. So we welcome and thank Arcturus, the moon, the sun, Venus, and Pluto. So go ahead and relax. Allow yourself to come into this moment. We ask for this sacred sound to vibrate through our bodies and environments, our mind and our emotions, our finances, our beliefs, our attachments, and our soul contracts, out through our jobs, through our obligations and responsibilities. We ask this clarity, clear the clutter of the past, the pain, and realign me with my purpose. Through this sacred full moon, I call on the sacred, divine, feminine energy. I open with respect and love and step into your glowing spotlight. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Feel yourself filling it with that intention, expanding through your body. Let it go gently. Cleanse, clear, reconnect. Relax into this sacred healing chamber. I acknowledge the infinity healing chamber, the gold and silver cone of light above and below me, the all-seeing eye wrapping me within it. I acknowledge the flower of life, spherical consciousness, glowing white light, hologram of love all around. And I activate myself into perfect harmony of this sacred space and into infinity. Take a deep breath in, fill it with that intention. 3, 2, 1, dolphin breath out. Hold your self-awareness in the center. Watch it pulse out, pulse out, pulse out. Now feel yourself in this space. Feel as if you are standing very center of your core, half in your solar plexus, half in your heart, balanced above and below, connected to your soul through infinity, time, and space. All lives connected to this life, your power, your love, your will, your purpose, your truth. Now draw yourself back. I call in all of the energies that I have sent out to the past, to the pain, to the program, to the parents, to the desires, the addictions, to the blame, to the grief, to the shame. I call back in all the cravings, all the worries, all the fears, all the attachments. I call in my mind, my emotions. I call in my purpose, my kundalini. I call in my divine higher self, my intuitive network. I call in all of me now to be here now, a clear and open channel to my highest good and what is optimal for me in this moment. Draw it in with a breath. Be the open, receptive space for all of these parts of you to come back. And you receive like a mother with wide open arms. Every part of you comes back. You hold it with love. And Venus, the goddess of love, is surrounding you. And Kuan Yin is over and around this space, almost like we are within her. She is in the moon. She is around you. She is holding your womb. She is holding your pain. She opens herself and her heart to your scars, to your worries. She absorbs it all with loving grace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She asks you to open your heart that you do not receive. She is standing next to you on your left, facing directly towards you from your left shoulder. She puts her hand on your back of your heart chakra. And she puts her hand in front of your heart, in front of your chest, in front of your beautiful, beautiful, divine heart center. Relax and receive this divine blessing as she brings in silver light from the moon, as she brings in grace, goodness, love, serenity. She brings in oneness, balancing above and below, the front and back of your time-space continuum. As you receive this light into your heart center, it expands and grows and begins to overflow and flow up and up your central channel, and flow down and down your central channel. And she expands now, opening her arms to the universe. And Gaia now stands on your right shoulder, holding the earth life force, the sacred codes to the earth, and the loving embrace of the mother of your body. She holds her hands over the front and back of your heart. And she begins to bring in green light. Beautiful energies swirl around within you. You begin to feel like your heart chakra is breathing in and out, expanding into Gaia, into Kuan Yin, and back in again. The moon is embodying all of you. The fire of Aries is burning within, and you feel the molten energy of Pele, the volcano, the goddess of creation, the earth melting, blending, all the old dying, being melted into no form. She holds this force under you, and Aries opens the mind, opens the crown above you. You feel held between these points. Kuan Yin on your left, Gaia on your right, Pele below, Aries above. Pluto below, beginning to allow the rebirth of what has been broken down, released, completed. You can let go. You can let go. The goddess of love, Venus, stands in front of you. You sense, see, or feel her. She is glowing, and the more you focus on her, the more the love expands. The more she appears to your senses, the more you receive her gift of love. The more pours into your field. You're balanced above and below and left and right. You feel so solid, so held. You open your mind and your heart beyond anything you've ever even imagined. I am love. I am light. The sun begins to rise behind Venus. She is glowing now. It infuses her and pours through her. And now the light and the love weaves together the codes from the sun of who you are becoming, who you can become. You are ready to be reborn, flow to you right into your heart, and you receive perfectly balanced between, above, below, allowing, receiving the support. Receive, receive, receive. And now you can become. Now you can feel, you can sense this love and light weaving, and it seems to weave into a unique pattern. It's like DNA, but it's so unique, and you recognize it. That's me. Those are my codes. I remember them. They light up, they resonate with me. There's something pinging inside, and now you suddenly rise out. You leave all that has died, all that is composting, all that has been absorbed by Gaia. You rise out of that which you have left behind and didn't realize. A blue light emanating from behind you surrounds you, and the Arcturian light of spiritual, loving awareness, expansion begins to softly, so gently, so lovingly bring you down into this beautiful cocoon, this womb of light. Sun now rises behind the blue light of Arcturus, the softness of this loving energy. You can sense how it sees you with pure love, light, acceptance, adoration. And now the sun opens the gateway to Arcturus, light and love. And they begin to weave the blue and the gold coming into your heart center from behind. Kuan Yin and Gaia hold the portals front and back to your heart center as this energy enters. As this energy enters you, you surrender, let go what is, what was. Allow this space to become pure light, love. Expand inside this gateway and begin to awaken that inner imaginal self, that infinite self that knows you are ready to be reborn, now has the energies of love, balance, light, and expansion. Everything is ready in this star point for you in this moment. Begin to receive, relax, and allow those inner codes of your rebirth to be filled with this nourishing love and light. This is the perfect environment for them to take root, to sprout. Be the witness, be the receiver, and enjoy. Now, in this beautiful love, light, and state of full surrender, clear and open receptivity, ask if there is any guidance, if there is any message that is optimal for you to receive, and be open to it at any level. It may not be conscious, it may never be conscious, or it may arise later. Simply receive. Now, we acknowledge this loving energy of everything here and the sisters of the star blossoms. This is a message from Kuan Yin today that we are part of a multiverse. We have multiple layers of ourselves that can flow together and support, that can help realize you both hold the same wound or pain or lack or fear that is ready to be transmuted. There is support in all the realms and in the 3D. And when you allow that and receive that community, you become uplifted in flow, beautiful. You can allow the intuitive and the sacred feminine in, and you can emanate it, and you are safe. So as these beautiful energies continue to hold this sacred space around you, they gently bring you back into this moment. Notice the 3D moment is the same but not. It is similar but at a higher frequency. Stay inside of this space, anchor it, write down your keywords to connect again, and repeat this all week. Relaxing into the moment, relaxing into this space, gently allowing these high frequencies of love, light, rebirth, who you are becoming, how much you are loved, held, grounded, the blue light of Arcturus. Invite them all to come into your body with you, into your conscious mind. I am the star point of love. I am the gateway of higher spiritual frequencies and purpose. And I am the light, and I am the love. So take your time to come back into the moment. Take your time to, receive this, acknowledge this. This is an extremely profound and deep and powerful experience and meditation. I would do as was recommended. Listen every day for this week, because these energies are so unique in their combination. And with that understanding, you're going to amplify what's happening for you. It's going to happen either way, but it could be unnoticed and therefore drag around the trash or energy. It could be unacknowledged and unrealized, so you don't get to use your new energies. And you should be relishing in this love, relishing in this guidance, relishing in this spiritual Arcturus energies. Namaste. We give great thanks to all of these beautiful energies in this sacred space and this beautiful sacred geometrical healing chamber that we have co-created in this moment. We ask that as we leave, we send gratitude, love, and grace, and ask for harmony. I bring and accept that this space has been real and true and is creating a profound change and healing in my life on all levels. I accept and acknowledge it, and allow a clear and open channel that I can reaccess in every moment. Thank you, Kuan Yin and Gaia. Thank you, Venus and the Sun. Thank you to Arcturus, to Pluto. I am in my rebirth. I accept that I am that I am. I remember my ancient truth, and I remember my future potential, and I remember that I exist in the now as the eternal capstone. I am love. I am light. I am high frequency spiritual expansion. I am rebirthing, and I nurture, accept, and love that with every breath, every step. I bring it into my decisions and into my day, and so it is. May this circle be open yet unbroken. Disconnect from all the energies that are not optimal for you at this time, and keep that clear and open channel to this love and to all the energies that have come that are for your highest good and are optimal for you at this time. Kuan Yin and Gaia are very, very present. Raphael, the angel of healing, and helping to anchor that life force into the sacred life force, earth force energy. These are the cards that we drew in the spiritual weather report, so you might want to see them. I want to just share them one more time. Sisters of Star Blossoms is about being your multidimensional self and accepting the support and the help so you can flow like this. And this is Raphael, Earth Force. Beautiful. And we discuss them more in the spiritual weather report. So you can look them up. We will put a link to these cards. Thank you. This one is Elena Fairchild. So you can find that from her or on Amazon. And the Angels of Atlantis, I'll just make sure we give credit to everybody here, is Stuart Pearce. Okay, Stuart Pearce, and he has books, and he's the author of The Alchemy of Voice. All right, namaste, my loves. I will see you soon. Don't forget to get into the Intuition Awakening. Woot woot.